In medieval time, according to this text from St John's, Cambridge, the end was "so be it." So I'm going to say some prayers later on, and if the town crier isn't here, we'll have the drum at the end of each line, and you as a congregation will all say, "So be it." And then I'll say another line, the drum will go, "So be it." I might need the drum next to me to give you a hint. Is anybody still queuing to get in? Has everybody got a medieval Lord's Prayer?
And a medieval Damson.
And a medieval Damson. You need a medieval Damson. Let's have the church warden with me, with his wand. Come on. There you are. Medieval wand. Good. Shakespeare said damsons were sought after. Listen to this. Simcox has to explain to Gloucester in Henry VI how he fell out of a tree and became lame. They were so popular in Shakespeare's day. "Alas, good master," says Simcox, "my wife desired some damsons and made me climb with danger to my life." Damsons were well sought out, especially Great Hale Street damsons. Do have some more. But damsons were not always sought after. In more recent times, Shropshire's H.E. Bates wrote, "In summer, damsons and pears fell into the deep grass, and no one picked them up. A sense of honeyed rotted quietness spread under the lurching trees." And another poet wrote, when entering my garden shed, I hear damson tap the roof, telling me there is no one to catch them." Isn't that sad? So eat your damson and enjoy it. And there is a poem about Drayton's Damson Fair. Have you read it, by Pam Wells? Do you know it? Market Drayton's Damson Fair was really quite renowned. The farmers would bring their cartfuls, then unload them in the town. In Joseph Hicksman's yard, where everyone would meet, the damsons overflowed just off Cheshire Street. Mill owners came from Lancashire to get damsons for their dye. So if the price were reasonable, then they agreed to buy. But in mid-18th century, the discovery of synthetic dye meant the damsons were not so essential, and farmers couldn't get by. The fair became less beneficial, prices were tumbling down. The glut of fruit was devastating for the farmers and the good of the town. So when I do this, that's the drum, right? Oculi hominum in te sperant domine. Et tu des escam illorum in temporore opportuno. Aperis tu manum tuum. Et in ples omnia animal benedictione. And in English, the eyes of all look to the Lord. Thou givest them their food in due season. Thou openest thy hand and satisfiest the desires of every living thing. Bless all. Bless the sellers. Bless the buyers. Bless the men. Bless the women. Bless the children. Bless us with good weather. Bless us with peace, with safety, and with health. Bless us all in the name of the Father, the Son, and the Holy Spirit. So be it. Let us go to the fair.
It's a great that we've brought back, and it's fantastic. And also, it's a shame we're competing against witches today, but I think we've got a much better one than what they've got. So we're going to march you all down to the centre, and hope you spend lots of money, support everybody that's down there, and thanks very much.
Looking good.
Position 4.
You've got a new word to use, it's so be it now, so when you put that on your text, everybody's saying, what the heck does that mean? Well, you can say, well, it's back from the 14th century, from the old Lord's Prayer, so that's something new you have learned today. It's been a fantastic turnout, so we're lucky with the weather, because we've had some dreadful weekends recently, but it's been fantastic. It's stalled, all the people in costume, afraid I've let you down, but I've got another function to go to and didn't have time to change, so... Well, I am in fancy dressed. I'm normally in shorts and tracksuits, so to actually be dressed up as a maid, I'm in fancy dress today. But again, I hope you spend a lot of money for the good cause.
Hey, Market Drayton! We are Doomsday Border Morris from the Doomsday village of Penkhull in North Staffordshire. We're here today to entertain you with some traditional Border Morris dancing, the type of dancing that your forebears will have presented. So we give you our first dance. Anybody good with dogs? Volunteer? Oh, thank you. His name's Crier, he doesn't bite me, he loves a foot. Excuse my dog. He gets very excited. So our first dance is a dance called Much Wenlock. From the village of the same name. When you're ready. Be on the floor!
In times of old, when people were trading in their towns, you needed an organisation, and what you usually have is the main seller of items would take over, and he would bring other people in there to sell. They would then pay their taxes to the local sheriff, or the local chap who run that town. So you had a pecking order, and the pecking order was the laird, or the sheriff, and then you'd come down to the market leader, who would be your chamber of trade, or the area's only chamber of trade. And then it would go down further, so then you got the street urchins, and the guys who selling what they found on the side of the road. And that's how the chamber of trade has become one of the official things in many of the large towns in Britain itself. You find it now on the continent also. So the chamber of trade isn't something new, it's something that's been along for hundreds and hundreds of years. If people can bring the tabards, please. Oh, not loads. Room for loads. The more the merrier.
Stay out late, I don't care to go. I'm home about 8, just me and my radio. Thank you. Ain't misbehaving, I'm saving all my love for you. Saving all my love for you. Saving all my love for you.
They would also have a secondary weapon, the 6R P226 pistol, but unfortunately we don't have them with us today.
Again, we have our equivalent. Unfortunately, we have two equivalents. One is the pikeman, which when this young chap here runs out of bullets, he fits his bayonet, he does a bayonet charge. Now that is the pike. Then we have the main armament of the time, and this is the SA-80 at the time, and this is the sword and the shield. Now they would have made a shield wall and just charged, sprayed into them. So he's a bit more on the close quarter battle than he is for about 300 or whatever meters. So you look at the training, it also is, the guy with a pike was probably working in the farmer's field yesterday when his laird came up and says, by the way boy, you're going to war. And this chap here would be a trained serf. Whereas, sorry?
Thank you to our presentation and introduction into the kit and equipment that we use today. You're welcome to approach the soldiers and ask any questions. Ladies and gentlemen, it's been a pleasure for this introduction. Thanks very much.